pelican with some very soft mangoes. A closet full of skeletons and terry cloth Kangos. Flew the coop.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mango Kango here, and today we're back finally after the gigantic wait, and I'm very sorry for that. I'll go over that further in another video as to why it happened and what the plans are for the future of the channel, because obviously, you know, I was gone for a while, and I just want to update you guys and let you know how it's all going and stuff like that. But yeah, today we're going to be going into how to, well, not how to make stairs, because I think generally we all kind of know how to make stairs, but I'm going to use different examples and go further in depth into some of these stairs. But then it had me thinking, well, are there other ways to make stairs? And I have seen other ways, but I want to try and really maximize and perfect the whole stairs dilemma and stuff like that. So yeah, I figured why not just make a video and updating my thoughts on stairs, because I did make a video a while back on stairs, and I think it could be done maybe just a little bit better. So where does this all start, and why is the reason that I'm even making this video, and why do people always choose to make different stairs? Well, it's a number of problems. One, this is your stair right here, right? And it's locked, it's grid locked, so you can't move it, so it's very specific to this grid. And with these stairs, you can't change the texture of it. So if people actually wanted to have a different textured stair, they wouldn't be able to use this. And it also doesn't have a corner stair, and obviously it doesn't have an outer stair either. Just lacking a lot in the, it just lacks variety in my opinion, and hopefully someday we get to see an update to this in the game, but as of now, unfortunately, we don't have that feature. Alright, up first we have kind of a long extended stair variety, and this has more of a smooth transition upwards, and it's not a quick slant upwards, so it's a bit more of a drawn out slant. And you'll see what I mean by this. It will be made of concrete, that will be the texture for this one, and obviously you can color it and match it to whatever build you're going for. So as this one is probably the most difficult one on this list, it does get easier from here. So let's say, and remember, keep in mind, before just putting these stairs down, you want to kind of have a general idea where these are going. So these stairs are going to take up 2 blocks exactly, which means you want your upper area that's going to sit 1 block higher to be right here, because it's going to take these 2 blocks up. You'll see what I mean by that when I'm finished, or you can always fast forward and go ahead and see what I mean by that. So you're going to need 16 of these towels, and I know that gets pretty expensive, but unfortunately, since we don't have stairs like this, you kind of have to make your own. So yeah, it is unfortunate, but so you're going to want to rotate it upside down like that, and have the first one facing directly lined up with the stairs, and have those little like pivot things or handles sticking outward like that. So just copy it exactly like this. Okay, go in hide mode directly after. The stair should stay, and then you want to rotate it again, except this time you want those handlebars to be facing downward. So before they were facing up, now they're facing down. So you're going to place it right here, because the other one was here, remember? Now you want it here. I'm just trying to make it easy for you guys to understand exactly what's happening here. So what is happening is that when this towel is upside down, it actually sits lower than it does when it's facing upwards. And that's what gives it that smooth, slow transition upwards. So what you're going to want to do is just go in hide mode again. Grab another towel and face this upside down. Alright, just like this. Notice how it's upside down. Now your other 2 were here. 1, 2, 3. So that means you're gonna just want to go up like that. I'm sure you're maybe recognizing a pattern here, and that's because this is mostly going to be the same all the way throughout. So again, this one's going to be facing upwards now, and the other one was right here, which means the other one's going to be right here. So now we have all 4 of this stair kind of ready inserted. So what you're going to want to do now is place another stair down to help you align things properly. So go in hide mode again, and you're going to want to rotate this upside down now because the other one was face up, and the edge of it was here last time. You're going to want the edge here this time, and instead of just one up, you're going to want to go up one more time like that. So it should be kind of like that on the next to the stair block, or 2 studs up. Go in hide mode, grab your other towel, face it upwards, rotate it the right direction, have it right here, and the last one was right here, so this one's gonna have to be right there. Go into hide mode, and these should be your last 2 for this row or column, whichever it may be. And it's gonna be right here, except it's gonna be on the max, so it's gonna be lined up exactly with the top of the stair. And this is your very last one, and it would go right here. So now what you're going to want to do is go in show mode, and obviously just make sure you got this first column or row correct. Okay, and you get something like this. So as you can see, it gets to that 1 block high area, and I can prove that to you in just a second here. Yeah, so it gets 1 block high, like this. But it's a slower transition, whereas these normal stairs, it would be really a quick transition upwards. And you get a kind of relatively smooth texture as well. It is concrete, so do with that as you may, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Now you have a couple options here, actually. What you could do is put things on the edges to just, I guess, make it unseeable, these little edge pieces. So you could do something like that, and then take these away, and then you have like kind of like a side stair thing. Or what you could do, and possibly this is for slightly more experienced players, because it does take a little bit more time, but I'm sure you know what I mean when I say this. You could extend it and keep going this way, just like other stairs in this game, like Dojo shelves. It just takes a little more time, and that alignment is obviously not going to be as easy. But I'm gonna show you one last thing, and this is why I have the other 8. Yeah, the other 8 towels here, is because there's actually one more thing you have to do to get it so that this other side is flush with the wall. So what you're gonna want to do before you go in hide mode to complete this, you're going to want to grab this and place these 2 like this. Now if we go in hide mode, we're going to do this literally the same thing, just opposite side. And what this is going to do is it's going to fill in that last little gap that needs to be filled up over here. So let's just get this upside down. It can be a little bit of a pain or a hassle. Alright, there we go. Okay, and it's the same thing as last time. So have that there, have this one here. And if you are able to follow along, you can always look at the stairs behind to see exactly where I'm putting it. Okay, and now our first 2 are in these spots, so it needs to go here and 1 stud up. Alright, and then you want it to be facing upwards, and it's going to be right here, 1 stud up, just like that. Alright, and then this one's going to go right here. Again, following the exact same steps as last time. Alright. It looks like this is the right height now, and that will go right here. Now we got our last 2, get it upside down, put it there, and now the last one will be on the corner of this stair, as long as we get it the right direction, which is upwards, because we're doing that pattern of downwards upwards, and there we go. Alright, now it's going to be glitchy like this if you colored one of them. So they do both have to be a relatively similar color, but if I color them real quick here, you get this, and you can keep, obviously like I said, you can keep going with this. It just gets a little bit more difficult, but it shouldn't be anything too crazy. And then to fill in those sides, you know, you can just place some sort of wall down, and obviously I'm using these as an example. But yeah, see how it's just flush like that and you get up to that next level area. Alright, and then if you wanted to do something even cooler, in my opinion, you could start adding glass to the side. And this is where it gets a little interesting, in my opinion here. This looks really, really nice. And if you can hide these ones on the bottom, you could hide it with color, obviously, but I think there's a better way to go about that. And you could probably use dojo shelves or, you know, a bunch of sneaky ways to hide that stuff. Alright, for this next bit, you're going to want to grab stairs again, because you are going to need the stairs. And this is going to be kind of similar, just at the same time quite different. It's going to be these new towels that were added to the game, and these are actually extremely useful. So first you're going to want to line it up with the first block there. In hide mode, we're going to do the same thing. Go and hide, and you're just going to want to follow the pattern of the stair. So it's relatively easy actually. This one isn't too bad. You can go in show mode. Alright, and you get something like this. So if you have any carpet houses that need like more of a carpeted texture, this is, in my opinion, the way to go, rather than using the wooden dojo shelves, because it just follows that palette a bit more of a more cushiony stair feel. And I feel that this is very, very nice. Now what's really cool about this, for anyone who likes like Victorian or castle style builds, like I do, it is a red carpet right now, but what's really interesting is that this little bit on the top actually sticks out right above the stair. So, for example, if I place a stair down, let's say I went in hide mode and placed it, this is what it would look like. You would get little cushions on each step, which is really, really cool. And as you can imagine, what I'm about to show you here is that this works with dojo shelves. You get something like that. So you can imagine if you had a bunch of these towels going like back and forth and a bunch of these shelves, or maybe you just want a path and then you have the shelves kind of on the outside and you have like a path of carpet. So yeah, I hope you guys like this one. I think this one's really cool as well, and it has many uses. And obviously you can use, like I said, you don't have to use dojo shelves with that, it could just be the stairs. Alright, now up next we have the spiral or curved staircase. If you were in the backyard, you could probably spiral this thing like a couple times or maybe once. But if you're on your first floor, it's not going to work exactly the same, but you'll see what I'm saying here. So you want to rotate this upside down. Believe it or not, this is one of the most useful items we got out of the update, because it's a surface you could stand on once you place it, and it is a rectangle. So it's very, very useful in that sense. Now obviously you can line this up, like if you have like a wall here that's very specific to fit this, you can do that as well. But as of now, you know, I'm just gonna place these like this. So you can rotate it like that, and what you'll find to be very interesting is that it curves. So you're just going to place it here, or you can even have it back one like this. Now for the sake of this video, I'm going to have it back one just so it moves up quicker, but if you have it reaching out longer, you can definitely go for a longer stride is a good way to put that. Okay. And you're just going to want to continue doing this, so I can fast forward this. Alright, and then you get something like this, and it's very, very cool, especially from the top. If you somehow manage to find a way to fill these in, that would be really cool. But as of now, it's just very useful in this state. So you can color these. Alright, then you can place panes on the outside. You could even have this going all the way up. As you can imagine, you could even have it here. I'm just trying to put some ideas out there for you guys. but I'm not going to be able to place much more down because I am at my, I'm very crammed right now in terms of my limit and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, at the top you could have something really pretty like this, and then, you know, have that spiral staircase going down. But yeah, and then if you also had concerns of if this is the right height or not, it is. You just have to place probably another thing in between here. But it goes all the way to your next section, like that. It's very cool, guys. I just really hope people can find some nice things to do with this. I just wanted to throw the idea out there for you guys, so yeah. Alright, and for the next one, we're going to want to just grab a stair block once again. And then for this one, it's actually not too bad, but it does get very pricey. So you're going to want to get 8 laptops and 8 clocks for this one, as it does get a little bit pricey. This is probably the most pricey stair, and it is the one that I used over here, and I'll go into the reasons why I used this stair after I'm done building this for you guys. But yeah, these are definitely going to cost a lot. I think it might be even upwards up to 7,000 per stair. So you're going to want to place your 2 clocks on the bottom, place your next ones on top, and obviously you're going to want to rotate these facing downward, having that smooth side exposed on top. And it's worth mentioning before we go too far into this that these clocks create a glass texture, so if you're looking for something shiny, that's what's going to work best for you. Keeping it white though does reduce the amount of glass texture, which is why I have it white in my house, so it looks more like plastic. Okay. And you get something like this. Now you can color underneath the clocks, make them white too, or whatever color to paint match. But for the sake of this video, it's going to be pretty simple, and I kind of can do without that for now. So you might not actually need 8 laptops, now that I think about it, but you're going to want to place 2 next to each other like this, not on this first stair, but on this second one right here. Then you can go ahead and place your next ones on top, and then you're going to want one more section right here. So you're going to have to go in hide mode for this, and it looks like you only need 6 left. So unfortunately my house is full, but you're going to want to place one here and then one next to it, just as I did with the other 2. And you're going to want to go in slideshow mode. Now, as I won't exactly be able to show you what this looks like perfectly because we are missing the 2 middle ones, you can kind of use your imagination and see what's happening here. But to go into why these are very useful is they're incredibly uniform, especially when you add a upper area and stuff like that. What I'm trying to say is that you can really go all out with the whole design factor here. You can also color in between, so if you wanted blue in between, you would just color the in between areas. So you could get really creative with the designs here. So here's a good example of a finished one, and I used it for my first floor stairs here. I will go in depth a different time on how to do this whole evenly diagonal stair trick, but the reason I did use this is because I'm able to just color the bottom. I was able to color just this and that, which gives this really smooth transition here to this upper area. And that's why I used these really expensive stairs, and I just thought I'd share the idea with you guys for anyone that's really going all out with their stair game. Alright, and then for this last bit, I'm going to be going over how to do the dojo shelves one last time. And I hope this makes it a lot easier for anyone that may have struggled in the original video that I had posted. So to make it incredibly simple, place one down, just follow up with the stairs. Now the number 1 mistake I see with these stairs is people kind of just leave it like this and they decide to place another one next to it, leaving this gap in between, which is fine, especially if that's the style you're going for. But if you really wanted to make that smooth, you could totally get it to be that way pretty easily. So now that we have this first section here, I'm going to just color it so it's easier to see, as it is a little bit dark. And you're going to want to place your next stair here, like this, deleting the one that you used to trace this one. Go in hide mode, and place some more dojo shelves on this one down. and delete the stair behind it. Go in show mode, and once you color match it, you get something like this. And to continue this, and to make it even more incredibly easy, you just place another one down, go in hide mode, do the same thing, and it will just kind of line itself up on its own. Now if you wanted to hide those edges, you could just, you can simply make your own pillars, or you can place down some blocks, and you get this, which is very, very cool. You can hide this in your own way. You can even push the stair back one if you're really good at alignments. But to make this really, really simple, I just wanted to go over this one last time with you guys, in case you were having any problems. Okay, but yeah, it's gonna do it for this video. I know I didn't really get to go over anything maybe too revolutionary to people, but I really wanted to open up people's eyes when it came to stairs, as I know that it is pretty definitive right now that people are really mainly using these dojo shelves. I have seen people use the microwaves as well, which you can always do the same exact thing. You can fill out, you know, trace the back of a stair or the side of a stair, and you can get this kind of a similar result. The only reason I don't use microwaves is because it has a white part on it, in which you are not able to color because it's part of its texture. So in that, it kind of makes it hard to customize if your house is not white. If it is white, then feel free to use the microwaves. It's very, very similar to how I made these stairs, and I'm sure you guys could figure it out. Not sure why my character is rotating. I'm not even touching my mouse right now. Alright. But yeah, I'll have an update video coming out. I do have some more stuff coming out as well. But I want an opinion on something in the next video, in which I'm going to ask you guys. So I really hope you guys can make it to that video, because I want to just go over some things and really get some stuff out there. But without further ado, thank you guys very, very much for watching and sticking by my side while I took a little bit of a break there, as I did have some stuff coming up.
Keep it